Donald Trump uh, was actually really critical towards NATO when he was president last time, but he didn't really make any uh, big moves.
Yeah.
But I think people are really worried about Ukraine and how much USA will support Ukraine if Donald Trump is elected.
It really was close, wasn't it? But Alexander Stubb will now be Finnish president.
Yeah, he will be Finnish president. It was the closest ever like direct presidential election in Finland, and Haavisto won more of the votes in Finnish cities as well as in Lapland. And Stubb, meanwhile, I mean, he was doing better in the Helsinki suburbs and smaller towns and countryside. But it was very exciting election.
Now, Mr. Stubb, has had quite an international upbringing, I guess you could say. In fact, he went to some
Yeah.
schools here in Britain. Does that
Yes.
mean he's got a slightly different outlook, would you say?
Uh, yeah, I mean, he is very, very international. Both candidates were both candidates actually had really strong background in diplomacy and international relations, and that's why there wasn't really so much conflict in these elections. They shared all the similar views, but yes, I mean, he is very much pro strong relationship with United States. Very much very long time supporter of NATO. His wife is actually from Britain as well, so now our first lady is Suzanne Inestub, who is from Britain.
Okay, well, that gives us another link. That's lovely.
Yeah.
And I guess that because Finland has joined NATO relatively recently,
Hmm.
he will be a contrast to the current president, who some people I think of as, well, isn't he called the Putin Whisperer?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think many things changed a lot a few years ago, 2022,
Yeah.
when Russia attacked Ukraine. And I think before that, most of the people in Finland thought that it's better for Finland not to be part of NATO, and after that, everyone changed their mind overnight and thought that now we really have to make that decision. Uh, but now I'm not really sure how things change anymore because everything changed uh, already, and it's now we are a part of NATO, and the biggest change already happened.
Yeah, okay. And just for those of us who are not entirely certain about how Finland's politics works, he will be the head of state, Mr. Stubb, but
Hmm.
he will have considerable power, won't he?
Yeah, he has actually. I mean, in Finland, president doesn't have that much power in the day-to-day running of the country. But as you said, president has power in foreign policy. He is running foreign policy together with government, and because of this international situation, because international situation is more tense than it used to be. Also, the role of the president is more relevant now than
Well,
it used to be.
we are going to talk in a couple of minutes to one of our colleagues here at the Times who's in Washington. But is there concern in Finland about what Donald Trump had to say about NATO?
Yeah, definitely. Or I'm not sure if, I mean, people are maybe not that worried about that because, I mean, Donald Trump uh, was actually really critical towards NATO when he was president last time, but he didn't really make any uh, big moves.
Yeah.
But I think people are really worried about Ukraine and how much USA will support Ukraine if Donald Trump is elected, because I think in Finland it's people think that if Ukraine is losing this war, it's actually also a big threat to Finland's security as well.